Hey guys, and welcome to my Monkey Madness 2 guide. On screen now are some of the requirements. One of these you might not have right away is the balloon travel to the Grand Tree, so I'll have a short guide for that in the description. You can also go ahead and click the annotation on screen now to take you to the balloon routes guide on Tippet. Before you start this part of the quest, make sure you have a lemon, grapes, pestle and mortar, candle, tinderbox, logs, magic logs, and 3 inventory spaces. Stamina potions will also be extremely useful, as well as a slayer ring for easier travel. Also, make sure not to bring any weapons or armor as you will be traveling to Intrana. To start the quest, talk to the king at the center of the Grand Tree. He will ask you to find Glow. Go to Glow's house, climb up the tree at the end, and investigate the branch. You will receive a handkerchief, and when you investigate it, you will see it has the initials AA on it. Then go to Anita and ask her what's wrong. Tell her that he might be in trouble and that you could help. Then return to Glow's house. On the same house level that you investigated the branch, there will be a new option to climb. Go up to the top level, investigate the gnome statue to activate a switch, then open the cupboard and search it to receive a book. Make sure to open the book and flip through the pages. Next, search the crates to receive a brush, and search the fire remains to receive a mysterious note. Grind your lemon with a pestle and mortar, use your tinderbox on a candle, and use the lit candle on the note. Grind the grapes, then use the brush on the note. You will receive a scrawled note. Make sure to open this. Return to the king and talk to him to receive a translation book. You might already have this from Monkey Madness 1, so check your bank if he doesn't give you one. Go back to Anita and ask, could you translate these notes? She will give you a translated note. Read it, return to the king, and talk to him. Talk to the Grand Tree Balloon Pilot and ask who he is. Travel to Intrana and talk to Augusti. Travel back to the Grand Tree using the balloon system. Return to the king. He will tell you to speak to Garkor on Apatol. For Chapter 2 of Monkey Madness, I would recommend you bring a pickaxe, a knife, a monkey talisman, a ninja gree, a light source, and 3 teleports to Apatol. You should also bring 2 stamina potions, a ranging potion, 4 super restores, and an antidote plus plus potion. Fill the rest of your inventory with Ceridome and Bruise. For your gear, you should have an M-Speak amulet, the best dragonhide body and legs you can get, a blowpipe, a ranging skill cape, and dragon boots. If you can't afford a blowpipe, replace it with a crossbow and some good bolts. Your main focus is to replace all slots that aren't the chest or legs with good defensive gear that you don't mind losing. Be warned, you will not be able to retrieve lost items on death during the final boss fight. You will, however, keep untradables and 3 of your most expensive items or 4 with protect item. Teleport to Apatol, equip your Grigri, and speak to Garkor. He will tell you to speak to Awaoji. Speak again to Garkor, and he will tell you that you need to kill Kruk to create a Grigri from his remains. Head out on the hill west near the Monkey Gate and talk to the Monkey Archer. He will give you a hint as to where Kruk is located. Head back down the path, then north until you reach the trapdoor location. Inside the dungeon there are 2 paths to reach Kruk. One is based on agility, while the other involves tanking hits. This guide will go through the tanking hits portion since it's the easiest. If you are desperate though, you can use the agility section. In the agility section, it is purely agility obstacles. Going the wrong way will make it so that you have to restart. This means that you have to get extremely lucky in choosing the right path, or you have to waste loads of time finding the right one. Therefore, the tanking route is much easier. You do have to find your path, but it is simple as a chat message saying you can't go that way. If you get this message, simply head another way. Before starting the maze, make sure to pray range and take a sip of your antidote plus plus potion. Always watch your HP, as you can occasionally be stacked for high hits. Make sure to drink brews while you're running. The best advice I can give is to not panic. I've done the quest twice now, and each time I've had to bank again to redo the maze. Located throughout the maze are rock obstacles, webs, and climb locations. Again, if you come across the wrong path, it will tell you in the chat that you won't be able to pass. There should only be 2 paths for each room, if not just one. You should never have to turn around completely. Mine any rock obstacles, slash any webs, and climb if needed. You will eventually come to an area with dart traps and blades that will come out of the floor. They activate with random chance, so don't bother with them. Simply run past them. You have to wait for the saw to be in the ground in order to pass it. You will then come to the door that you can pick lock to open. Depending on your path, you may also come to spinning blades. These must be deactivated before they can be passed. Continue through the path. You will eventually come to a set of pillars. Cross these pillars. If you happen to fall, make sure to pray melee and simply find the rope to climb. This rope will take you back to the pillars so that you don't have to restart the whole maze. After the pillars is a vine swing and a vine bridge. Cross these. Again, if you do fail them, simply climb the rope in the dungeon to return to the pillars. Next, look on the screen to see where to walk on the last obstacle. Before entering the door, make sure to brew up, restore, and drink your ranging potion. Pray magic and range boosting prayer, and enter the door. Kruk will begin attacking you. With your ranging gear, simply attack Kruk for one hit, then run a distance away. You will take minimal damage. It is also possible to flinch Kruk if you're able to trap him behind a corner. However, Kruk is extremely easy without doing so. Once Kruk is dead, loot his body to receive Kruk's paw. Teleport to Apatol and head to Zooknok to make the Kruk Monkey Grigri. Once you have made the Grigri, teleport again to Apatol and speak to King Awaoji. Take the information King Awaoji gives you and speak to Garkor. For Chapter 3 of the quest, it is recommended that you bring range gear again. You will not lose your items if you die at the next two locations, so feel free to bring the best gear you can. Staminas, food, a teleport to Trollheim, a ring of dueling, and Apatol teleports are also useful. Your next task is to speak with the troll and ogre leaders. Instead of speaking to them, simply initiate a fight. There is no need to try to negotiate with them. The first is located inside the troll stronghold. The troll general's name is Cobb, and he is safe spottable as shown. The next is in Gutanith, near Yanil. The fastest way to get there is to teleport to Castle Wars and follow the path shown on screen. The general is at the end of the pathway and can also be safe spotted as shown on the screen. Once both are defeated, head back to Garkor and tell him that you've made the leaders agree to not help the monkeys. Garkor will then give you the task to look for Lesmith. Lesmith randomly spawns around a patrol and is different for every player. He is usually on a second or third floor of a building, and if you can't find him within the main city, try checking on the bridge near the ninja monkey you spoke to previously. Once you speak to Lesmith and he reveals what the monkeys are doing, take this information to Garkor. After speaking to Garkor, he will give you the task of dealing with the fleet of ships. For this part of the quest, you should bank all items. Withdraw your Kruk Grigri, an M-Speak amulet, 3 teleports to Apatol, and fill your inventory full of staminas. Make sure you have 6 empty spaces in your inventory. After you've properly filled up your inventory, teleport to Apatol. After you teleported, equip your Kruk Grigri, an M-Speak amulet, and head to the far west of the island. Shortly after passing the trapdoor, you will find a monkey in a boat. Speak to the monkey and have him take you to the platform. This platform is a puzzle that involves sneaking past monkeys and planting explosives. If you're patient, you can use areas to hide and just wait for monkeys to pass you. However, if you're extremely confident in your timing, you can also sneak past the monkeys, kind of manipulating tick methods. I'll show you a few clips of that now because it's kind of hard to explain without a visual. For the next part, I want to start by saying thanks to Reddit user RSPlayer0000. I was actually working on a map of the platform for my guide because the platform's hard to explain without a visual, but he actually released one while I was in the middle of mine, so I'm just going to use his. So again, thanks to him. On screen now, you can see the map of the platform areas. There are 3 floors. There's ladders, there's places to plant explosives, and there's an area for empty satchels and for explosives. If you are caught by a monkey, you're going to be sent back to the start near the rowboat. If you had satchels that were full of explosives when caught, you're going to lose those explosives. You do, however, keep those satchels. So after being caught, your first task is going to be to go get more explosives before you're able to actually plant them. So the first task is to reach the satchels, and I'll go ahead and draw out that path now. Alrighty, so once you first get here, you're going to be at start near the rowboat, and you're just going to go all the way around the path, and you're going to keep going here, and you're going to go up this ladder over here in the middle. And once you go up this ladder, you'll be right here on the second story, and you're going to go south over to this ladder, and then once you're right here, you're going to be down here on the first floor, and you're gonna go just up to the satchels. There's like crates of satchels, and you'll just pick up 6 of those. So once you have 6 satchels, your next task is gonna be to go to the explosives. So from the satchels, you're gonna go over to this ladder, and when you go up this ladder again, you'll be here. So you're gonna go back over to here, and you're gonna go down this ladder, and you'll be right here on the first floor. And then so you're going to go over to this ladder now, and you're going to go up it, and once you go up it, you'll be on the second floor here at this location. And then you're going to go over to here, and you're going to go down this ladder on the second floor, and it'll take you to the first floor obviously. And then the explosives are just right over here, and then you're going to fill all of your satchels with explosives. Now, before we move on, again, I just want to state that if after this point, I think there's like a monkey right here. So if you were right here and you get caught in this area, you would be sent back to start. You would lose all of your explosives that you just filled, but you would keep the satchels. So once you have the 6 satchels, there's no need to go back to the satchels. But once you have the explosives, if you get caught, you will lose those explosives and you have to go and get more explosives before you can actually plant the bombs. Okay, so now we're at a point where we have our 6 satchels and we have our 6 satchels filled with explosives. So again, we're located right here at these explosives. So the best way that I found to do it was to go back this way and up this ladder. You'll be right here, and there's actually an explosive location right here next to that ladder. So that's one of the easiest ones. So you just use the satchel on the it's like a broken platform or whatever, and you'll use it on that. And then so once you're done with that, you're gonna go back over here down this ladder and you'll be right here. Um, my preference, instead of going all the way back to this spot, was to kind of leave this one until the last part. Um, I guess realistically, it'd probably be more efficient to do this one. So once you're at this ladder, I would just go over to here and plant this explosive, and then you're gonna go ahead and once you're right here in this, so you have this planted and you have this planted at this point, you're going to go just back up over to here, and then you're going to go over to this one and plant this one. So you have this one planted, and now you need to plant all the other ones. Um, so you're going to go over to here and up this ladder. So now you're on the second story. The first story explosives has been planted, no big deal, but you need to get to this one. This one, obviously, the fastest way to go is over this way. There's like a monkey right here, so be careful. This is kind of this section right here is pretty difficult in my opinion because you have to be extremely careful because with all the other monkeys, none of them really overlapped necessarily, but there's 2 monkeys in this location that overlap, so you have to be extremely careful because there's like right here, there's 2 spots where you can hide. And there's a monkey that comes down this way, so he'll walk this way, but there's a monkey that comes over this way, so he'll walk up this way to, go to the path. So just be careful in this area. Kind of watch the monkeys for a bit before you do anything. I'll put up a short clip actually so you guys can see how I did that area because it's kind of difficult. But anyway, so yeah, so you're at this ladder, you're gonna go across. There's a vine obstacle right here. You're just gonna go across it and then go across, and you're gonna just go up and plant these explosives. Once these explosives are planted, What you're going to do next is go over this way and go over to here and go up, and then you're just going to go over here and plant. There's a canister here that you have to plant the explosives at. So now we have a second story done and almost the third story done. So you're right here. You're just going to go. Let me take all this off. So you have this one done and you have this one done. So you're just going to go over to here to the middle floor. You'll be here. You're going to go up and over to this ladder. There's a ladder that goes up and there's a ladder that goes down right here. I actually missed it. I didn't notice it until after like I was like a really long time into my when I did the quest at first. So just it's there. There's one that goes straight up. It's not like an option. It's just one that goes straight up. Pretty easy to miss. I heard a lot of people miss it. So you're gonna go up anyways, and you're gonna be right here. You're just gonna go over to here and plant this explosive. It's another canister again. And once you plant this explosive, assuming that you have all 6 done, you can just get caught by a monkey right here in this area, and it'll send you back to start. And once it sends you back to start, you're gonna jump on the boat. And when you're on the boat, a cutscene. I think it's a cutscene that happens, but regardless, the platform explodes and you go back to Apatol. If you do get caught, let me just the map's pretty straightforward. The guy did a really good job on it. So, but if you do get caught and you have to plant some more explosives, you're gonna go over to here, gonna go up this ladder. You're gonna go over to here, go down this ladder, and then you're gonna go over to the explosives to fill whatever explosives that you have left. It's pretty easy if you're patient. If you do want to risk it with the timing stuff, which I showed earlier on screen, I'll show a little bit more now, I guess. Um, you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would say patience is a virtue. Anyways, that's been the guide for the maze, and so let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the guide. So now that the platform is dealt with, you're going to use your second Apatol teleport and go back to Garkor. After speaking to him, you're going to go back to the trapdoor location. Instead of going south, you're going to equip Crux Grigri far north, and then you can use the monkey bars. There's a room before Crux with a cave entrance. You're going to enter that and go through the big doors. There, you will see a gorilla that you can climb onto. Go ahead and climb onto it and head downstairs. Pray melee and attack all the gorillas that you can see. Once they're all in their cages, a short cutscene will play. Then you can head back upstairs and put the gorilla back where you found him. Next, go down the stairs and search the crates for a chisel and hammer. Go back upstairs and to the very end of the building, and you're going to see a device. Tamper with the device and chisel the charged onyx that you receive. Then put the new gem into the device. Investigate an incubation chamber before leaving, and then use your third Apatol teleport to report back to Garkor. Garkor is going to tell you to talk to King Awawoji to let him know that his plans have failed. After doing so, return to Garkor, then a short cutscene will play again. For chapter 4, bring some prayer potions, the best d'hide that you can, a melee weapon, a ranged weapon, a stamina potion, and food. Also bring a slayer ring for easy banking. Do not bring any unprotected items that you are not willing to lose. Once ready, talk to the king at the Grand Tree. He will tell you to recruit Neve to help defend. Go and speak to her to recruit her. For the next part, you're going to have to search around the Grand Tree a bit, but once 4 gorillas have been found and killed, you'll get a message saying you've killed enough. For those gorillas, just pray melee and attack them with either melee or range, it really doesn't matter. After that is done, though, head far north to the broken fence and pass through it. Keep going northeast until you reach the cave entrance. There are gorillas before you actually reach the cave entrance. You don't need to kill those, though. So just walk through the cavern once you enter it, and you'll find yourself in a room full of gorillas. There's 2 tortured gorillas. Those are extremely easy to kill. However, you should kill one tortured gorilla, then one demonic gorilla, then another tortured gorilla, and the last demonic gorilla. If you don't, you're going to end up fighting 2 demonic gorillas at once, it's a pain. During these fights, though, pray according to the attack styles being used. They have a white throwing attack, which is ranged. a green throwing attack, which is magic, and a melee attack, which is obviously melee. The demonic gorillas also prey against you. I'm going to show a short clip of me fighting them so that you can get a visual on how to fight them because it's kind of hard to explain. But essentially, what you're going to do is when they're not praying protect range, you're going to range them, obviously, and um, and then they're going to switch prayers to protect range, and then you're going to use melee for a little bit, and then they're going to switch to protect melee, and you're going to switch back over to range, and again, you're going to protect prayer according to what they're attacking with. After all four are dead, though, a cutscene is going to play. After the cutscene, you're going to use your Slayer Ring to teleport and go to the bank. Obviously, if you don't have a Slayer Ring, you're still going to need to bank. At least I would recommend it. Gear up with ranging gear, 4 restore potions, a ranging potion, and food. I personally used Black D hide, dragon boots, a 99 range cape, and a blowpipe. Once you're geared though and ready to go, head back to the cavern. Instead of trying to really explain the boss fight with words, I'm going to just simply show you a video of me doing it. The first two rooms can be safe spotted, so there's not really much to explain, it's just showing you how to do it. And then the last room is extremely easy using Protect from Magic and a blowpipe. At least for me it was. I heard people had a lot of difficulty with it, but on both of the accounts that I've done Monkey Madness 2 on, I did the same exact thing and I had no issue with it at all. So hopefully I didn't just get extremely lucky and like wasn't able to experience the method. But on the last room, if you are having difficulty, you can use long range with a crossbow and you can attack Glow and run out the room, and then attack Glow again and run out the room so that he can't attack you at any time. So you can go ahead and try that if you are having difficulty. But again, I did this on 2 accounts and I never had any issue, so I don't see why anybody else would either. Regardless, though, once Glow dies, you're going to report back to the king to complete the quest, and then now I'm going to actually show you how to get the post quest rewards and explain a little bit about them. So the first reward that you're going to get is the Royal Seed Pod. This gives you unlimited teleports to the Grand Tree, which is extremely useful for fighting the monsters after the quest. Um, the next thing is that you'll be able to actually go to Apatol and walk around like a human because there's obviously a treaty between humans and monkeys now, so there's no need to wear a gree anymore, which is really cool. There's also a bank on Apatol now near the Apatol teleport spot, and there's also an XP reward that you can obtain. If you go south of the trapdoor location, there's that bridge area. If you go over the bridge and down the ladder, there is a monkey there that you can speak to. His name is Duke, and he will give you two 50k XP in either attack, hit points, strength, defense, range, or magic. So you can go ahead and do that. And so other than that, you also get the pet monkey that sits on your back. If you go back to the cave where you fought Glow and search the crates just before the entrance, you'll just get it. You'll just get the pet and then you can wear it. It's pretty cool. Other than that, that was really all the rewards. Obviously, you do have the bosses, which are pretty profitable at the moment, and they're fairly easy to kill. They're really not too hard once you get the mechanics down, and they're pretty fun in my opinion as well. But once but I mean, other than that, I mean, that's really it for the quest. I hope you guys did enjoy the guide. If you did, feel free to share it with your friends and like the video. It did take me quite a few hours to put this thing together, so hopefully it did help you guys out. If you guys have any recommendations for guides that you'd like to see, leave me, suggestions. I really like making guides more than really anything else. I've kind of slowly discovered that, even though they do usually take a while. They're the most fun for me for sure. I know I was supposed to start a Zaya only Iron Man sort of account actually today, but unfortunately with me working so much and me working on the Monkey Madness 2 guide, I just haven't had time to play on the other account. I would if I had a second screen, but I haven't been able to buy one as of recently, so hopefully once I get another screen, it'll make it a lot easier to edit videos, make videos, but at the same time still play RS because I haven't been able to do that. So I'm kind of doing this instead of playing RuneScape. But regardless, I really did enjoy making the guides. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was as helpful as well. So anyways, I will see you guys later with another video. Take it easy.